Once upon a time, in a magical land made entirely of candy, lived a brave little fairy named Lila. Candyland was a vibrant place where trees were made of lollipops, rivers flowed with chocolate, and the mountains were made of cotton candy. But lately, Candyland had lost its sparkle. The colors were fading, and the sweets were losing their sweetness. Lila, with her shimmering wings and a heart full of courage, decided to embark on a quest to restore the magic of Candyland. She knew she needed to find the legendary sugar crystal hidden deep in the Licorice Forest. The sugar crystal was the source of all the magic in Candyland, but it had been stolen by the mischievous Sour Goblin. Lila set off on her journey, flying over the Marshmallow Meadows and through the Jellybean Jungle. Along the way, she met a wise old candy cane named Mr. Peppermint. He told her, "To find the Sour Goblin, follow the sour lemon drops. They will lead you to his lair." With Mr. Peppermint's advice, Lila flew into the dark and tangled Licorice Forest. The path was tricky, and the air was filled with the smell of sour lemons. Finally, she reached the Sour Goblin's lair, a cave hidden behind a waterfall of sticky caramel. Inside the cave, Lila found the Sour Goblin guarding the sugar crystal. He was a small, grumpy creature with a heart that had turned sour because he had never tasted sweetness. Lila, brave and kind, approached him and said, "Why do you keep the sugar crystal?" "Without it, Candyland is losing its magic." The Sour Goblin grumbled, "I wanted to make everyone feel as sour as I do." Lila had an idea. She offered the goblin a piece of her magical fairy candy, which was the sweetest candy in all the land. The goblin hesitated, but took a bite. His eyes widened with delight as the sweetness spread through him. For the first time, he smiled. Realizing the joy that sweetness could bring, the Sour Goblin gave Lila the sugar crystal. "Take it," he said, "and restore the magic to Candyland." Lila flew back to the heart of Candyland and placed the sugar crystal on the rainbow fountain. Immediately, the colors brightened, the sweets regained their flavor, and Candyland sparkled once more. From that day on, the Sour Goblin became Sweet Goblin and helped Lila spread joy and sweetness throughout the land. And so, Candyland remained a place of endless adventure and magic, all thanks to the brave little fairy and her new sweet friend. And they all lived happily ever after.